Romeo Lacoste is an American celebrity and tattoo artist, as well as a YouTube star. Lacoste has inked some of the top celebrities in the world, including Ariana Grande, Soulja Boy, the Janotskians, and Justin Bieber. Romeo has also appeared in one of the most popular tattoo reality shows, Best Ink, Season 3 in 2015, and this is where he really got his fame and connection to people within YouTube and big stars getting tattooed by him. He owns a tattoo lounge in Los Angeles called the California Dream Tattoo. Lacoste is planning to open another one in Japan. But I live in Japan and I've never seen it open here, and I don't think Romeo understands that the rules here in Japan are very different. If he did understand that, he probably wouldn't try to open one here. His unique designs that are neo-traditional and illustrative make him gain even more demand. Romeo is also known for tattooing customized designs that are hard-drawn and cartoon characters. His designs are often detailed and usually relatable to the person or the client getting inked. Romeo has his own YouTube channel, which he posts videos on pertaining to his work, pranks, and tattoo challenges. He also hosts a game show called Tattoo Roulette, which is produced by Disney. Lacoste was born on January 19th, 1989, in Montreal, Canada. Romeo, as of 2022, would be 33 years old and celebrates his birthday on January 19th every year. This famous American tattoo artist, Lacoste, measures a total of 6 feet 3 inches tall, and Romeo's passion for art began when he was very young, by drawing cartoons and slowly adding a new touch on it by shading it differently. He first got his tattoo at 17. The surprising fact is that he actually drew himself his first tattoo, which opened his passion for becoming a world-renowned artist. At first, Lacoste depended on customers from the word of mouth. He went on his own showcase and talent on the third season of a reality television show called Best In. He was soon eliminated, but his designs had captured many fans, and as soon as he got home, he opened a tattoo parlor called California Dream Tattoo. He also opened the YouTube channel where he showcased his talent, and soon celebrities like Justin Bieber wanted a touch of his skill. This rose his fame, and he soon got his clients from different walks of life. His education details have not been revealed. This information has never been updated. But enough about the bio. Let's get into why you're really here, the fall of Romeo Lacoste. Romeo Lacoste, at 30 years old, was a digital star who was known to be the, I guess you would say, de facto tattooist to the world's biggest YouTube stars. And he was accused of sending sexually inappropriate Twitter DMs to his underage fans. And these messages, which were allegedly exchanged in 2016, but have recently resurfaced, Lacoste talks about his sexual proclivities, I think is the nicest way I can say it without getting banned from YouTube, and underage drinking. It all started when two of Lacoste's fans, reportedly aged 14 and 15, now please remember, I said Lacoste at this time was 30 years old, remarked that they've been talking to him and seemed to hit it off and decided to make a fake account. They made the fake account because while they were talking to him and hit it off, they felt something was a little bit strange about the way he was talking to them. They also were reported by Lacoste to say that they were on the verge of turning 18, which some have cited as deceitful, but at the same time, these two girls were 14 and 15, and even if they were saying that they were about to turn 18, that would still make them 17 and underage, and almost a 15-year age gap between Lacoste. Not to mention that their real ages made it as far as 16 years of difference. In order to test his true intentions, they created these fake accounts. And one of the most incriminating messages that Lacoste allegedly sent to that account, he asked if their soon-to-be 18-year-old body wanted it. Though it's unclearly exactly what he's referring to, he writes, "Well, let's wait till you're 18." In the wake of the allegations, Lacoste has deleted his Twitter account. Through his YouTube channel, 1 million subscribers, and Instagram profile with 2 million followers are still online. While he has yet to comment on the allegations, as far as on his channel personally, he has actually gone on Drama Alert. And here's that interview now.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
First, I want to say, dude, I was just watching your video. You're such an asshole, bro.
Why?
Damn, man, like, I just feel like you should, like, you're supposed to be, like, sort of like a neutral kind of a guy who, like...
Well, I mean, that's why... Should we start this?
No,
I
like,
mean,
you're
that's why I have you on here.
But you're supposed to be reporting facts, not like fiction, you know? Not like opinions and not like stuff that's not proven yet, you know? Like, you're supposed to be a news channel where people go to, like, find out, like, cold, hard facts. And I honestly, like, you just stopped me. I was literally just watching this video. Someone told me that you posted a video, so I was watching half of your video. I got half through it, and I mean, there's just so many loopholes as far as, like, stuff that wasn't even, like, fact checked as far as, you know, some of the things that were going around about me. So, I mean, anyways, that's just me kind of, like, getting into it because I'm literally just, like, fresh out of watching half of your last video. I do appreciate you giving me credit for being such a boss-ass tattoo artist and tattooing everyone and being involved in the circle. So that's kind of cool. But I know obviously we're not here to talk about that. So, yeah, man, if you have any questions or if you want me to just kind of make some comments, first thing I think that everyone wants me to address.
Let me do it like an introduction or something here because
Okay.
like we're just kind of free talking here.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Romeo on the line. Romeo, you have some serious allegations against you. Are you guilty of these things?
I want to say that some are real and some are fabricated. So I think that the situation is out to make it look a lot worse than it really is. And I feel in today's social media and day and age with, you know, Photoshop and, you know, having multiple accounts and different kind of things, it's like really easy to sort of manipulate situations and make things look a lot worse than they really are. I do.
Well, were you sexting with 14 and 15-year-old girls?
Well, here's the thing. So just to kind of get straight into that, and this will go first with my first comment, I was going to say a lot of people have been asking me why I've deactivated my Twitter, and they're saying, dude, it makes you look guilty, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that people really understand. Like, it's easy for someone to be on the other side of the keyboard and they want to be involved in something that they think is, you know, very gallant and they're doing, like, you know, they're involved for something for the greater good by, like, calling someone out. But I just feel like when you don't know all the facts and people are kind of banding together and attacking someone.
What facts are we missing?
Well, first of all, I deleted my Twitter because of the immense amount of hate I was getting. And like I said, most people didn't know the full situation.
Why didn't you defend yourself on Twitter? Why didn't you put out a defense saying, hey, this is wrong, here's the full situation?
I mean, honestly, like, I could not even get a breath out on Twitter. Like, as my Twitter started blowing up, my girlfriend started getting hate mail, my brother, every one of my family members, like, stuff started going viral.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were innocent, why didn't you just put out a tweet saying, hey, this isn't true, you know, we're looking into it, like, I didn't send these messages. I mean, first of all, did you send these messages to these girls, 14 and 15? Were you sexting with them?
So here's one of the big loopholes is, I don't know if you've seen, like, the messages and all the stuff that's going on, but I've been accused of shit like this before, and there's like no proof that any of these girls were that age. It's just more like there's sort of like these fake accounts.
Well,
Like,
okay. Well, here's the thing. In the conversation that you had with the alleged girls, there's a part where you say, you know, are you willing to do it before you
yes,
turn 18?
yes. So let me address that. So that I'm not gonna deny that was real, but here's here's the big loop about it. Here's the big sort of like, you know, fabrication, smoke and mirrors or whatever that everyone's not getting to see is that, you know, a lot of these girls. I'll just make a quick backtrack. I'll keep it really short. When this happened in 2016, this was like 3 years ago. I was in a completely different time of my life. I was new to like social media. I was new to like the fame. I was new to people giving me attention on social media and sort of like girls being flirty and throwing themselves at me. And honestly, like I didn't really understand the whole like Twitter community where people have all these like fake accounts, these fan accounts, these sort of like impersonation accounts where they lie about their age and they do this and they do that. So, you know, I'm over here just minding my own business. You know, girls are throwing themselves at me. You know, some of these girls, the one in particular that we're referring to, told me that she was almost 18 years old, which I understand is not, you know, that does not make the situation much better. But there's no way in hell, like, I'm so against, you know, people who are creepy and pedophiles and stuff like that. Like, I would never, ever, 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 like, I almost felt like someone telling me that they were almost 18 was like the hard limit, you know? And
right, but
like,
they were a part of your fan, like you had this fan group that they created, right? So
well,
you talked to all of them, and then you selected like two of them, from what I understand, to talk more in depth about some kinky stuff.
Here's the thing though, is that like a lot of them had, you know, they were fan accounts. A lot of them you couldn't really tell who they were. Almost all of them were lying about their age. And I didn't even realize that this girl, apparently this girl told me that she was 18, almost 19. This is in 2016, so from my knowledge, she's got to be like 21, 22 now at this point. I didn't even realize that she apparently was, you know, if it's even true that she was that young, because she told me otherwise. And what I'm trying to say is, like, I was new to social media, I was new to fame, and, you know, girls, I feel like, you know, the thing that you don't see, and I'm sure that a lot of people, if you actually look online, a lot of people are confirming this. A lot of the stuff is Photoshop. Like, yes, some of it is true, but they're rearranging the conversation to make it look like I was sort of like reaching out to these underage girls, which in actuality, these girls came on to me first.
Yeah, they're fangirls. They're young fangirls that love you and love your stuff and think you're hot and, you know, want to do you. They're fangirls. And it's like, if you take advantage of those fangirls, especially if they're underage and you're doing some stuff, like, that's like a big no-no.
No, you're absolutely right. But as I mentioned before, I had no clue that they were that young. Like, when
so are you saying that there's some I understand that there's parts of these DM conversations that have been taken away, but are you suggesting that there was stuff added? Because I don't really think that's the case.
No, I'm not saying there were things added. Like,
so everything we read on the Drumbler before was correct. It just wasn't in order, is what you're saying, because some stuff has been taken out.
I'm a human being, and, you know, everyone's got like a sexual side. You know, like, I'm not ashamed for some of the sexual things that I'm into and the things that I said in the videos. Like, I mean, in the comments.
Right.
My problem, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with that. Like, it's all good and fun for people to make fun of and say, oh, you know, you might be part gay and this and that, and I got all these different gay celebrities hitting me up or whatever now, but like, it's almost turned like into kind of more of a joke. But the point I'm trying to make is that wasn't really the problem. The problem is, like, I had a personal conversation with someone who I was under the impression was literally close to being 18, and I did not have any kind of physical communication with any of these girls. These girls, in my opinion, and I don't want to just like try to defend myself, but I almost feel like I was sort of taken advantage of in a sense because it's like I didn't have a whole lot of followers. They, reached out to me saying sexual stuff. They lied about.
But the thing is like at the time you were like 27 or 28 years old. All right. If this girl says I'm almost 18 and she's not telling you that she's legal and you pursue her sexually, you're in the wrong. I mean, you're the adult. You're the adult, man. And now they're coming out saying they were 15 to 14 at the time. Bro.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I also feel like okay, you're absolutely right. Like, all I want to say to defend myself is this. Look, you kind of know me a little bit. The face guys knows me. And I'm not just trying to throw people under the bus. I am very well respected in this community. I've tattooed every YouTuber from across the fucking map all the way to, Kodak Black, rappers.
That's
Juice
true.
WRLD.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And I've had my tattoo shop for 4 years. I have never had a single complaint of any girl and whatsoever. I am literally the most careful person to give girls the utmost respect for their dignity, their sexuality, and their, just their body.
No,
And
I listen.
No,
On all accounts, you're a nice dude, and like,
let me finish. All I'm saying is that some of this stuff, in my opinion, just doesn't make sense. Like, you guys are comparing, like stuff from 2016 is surfacing now. Like, how many of you guys were different 3 years ago? Not saying that, like, obviously not everyone was a night and day difference, but
right.
I know for me, I was in a completely different world 3 days ago, and 3 years ago, I was in a completely different mind state,
I get that. I totally understand that. But we're talking about, like, a child predator. Like, I mean, targeting young girls. Another girl came out and said that she's known you all the way back to the MySpace days when you were an adult and would date 14-year-olds, including herself. You dated her. Another girl that we interviewed here on Drum Alert, who's friends with Luna, she wanted to remain anonymous, your ex-girlfriend from 10 years ago, said that you were 19 or
that's exactly what it is.
said
She wants to. Can I say her name? Because if she wants to go on here and put me on blast, she might as well.
I mean, I can't stop you from saying her name, but
Okay, yeah, Lindsay Montiero. I friends with Luna. I dated her back when I was like 19 years old.
and
18.
she was 14, right?
I don't believe that she was 14 at all.
Actually, I take that back. I remember her saying that she may have been 15.
I think she might have been late 15, possibly. This is me being extreme. She may have been late 15. I remember her being more like 17, but I dated her for about 3 years. I lived in her house. I moved in with her house. Her parents were completely cool with it. We slept in completely separate bedrooms.
She said you peed on her.
I don't remember that.
And it traumatized her, like
Really? It traumatized her?
That's what she said.
Oh my god. Dude,
But I mean, okay, so two different girls have come out and said, hey, he was an adult and started dating me when I was 14.
Okay.
Or in this case, 15.
Let me say this because I don't feel like I'm getting a chance to defend myself. As far as Lindsay, my ex-girlfriend, she had told me that before I dated her, she had dated guys that were older than me. There was a much larger age difference from guys that were older than me. She had told me she had done many sexual things with those people older than me. I honestly, I really liked her a lot.
Isn't that kind of irrelevant though? Like,
no, I'm just saying. I did my best to treat her, with respect, and I really liked her. I treated her like a princess. I moved in with her family. I got in really close with her family.
I mean, she said you peed on her.
Okay, but where's the proof?
That's what she said. I'm just saying. You're telling me that you treat her with all kinds of respect. She's telling me she's traumatized because you peed on her. But look. At the end of the day, we know that there has been an inappropriate, over-the-top, inappropriate conversation between you and underage girls in 2016.
You're right. Let me ask you this. Where is the cold, hard proof? Because I'm admitting that some of that stuff, yes, it's real, but I feel like a lot of it is being fabricated, photoshopped, and twisted
Wait.
to make it look like they're not flirting with me. They didn't reach out to me. and that I'm just sort of like this person who's just going after all these girls, when in reality that's the furthest thing from the truth.
Listen, listen. I don't think I think everyone here understands and will give you the benefit of the doubt that these girls definitely came onto you because they are fangirls. They literally were in charge of your fan club. So everybody gives you that credit. But you're the adult. If you start telling these fangirls who are underage that, you want them to lick your asshole and you want them to come in a shot and have them drink, bro, that's fucked up, dude. That's like that's a crime, bro.
Look, Keem, all I can say is that I'm absolutely, if I've made anyone feel uncomfortable, if anyone feels like they've been taken advantage of, I personally feel like I thought I did my best, okay? I thought I was educated by the situation. I feel like I wasn't fully aware of the situation. I understand it doesn't make an excuse. This is 2016. I was new to fame. It was a completely different scenario for me. Now, I literally have not been on my phone DMing people for 3 fucking years. Like, I don't even get on my phone because I understand how people on the internet are. I understand what you're saying. It is gross. It is fucked up. I mean, if people want to do that between consensual people, shit, everyone's got a freaky side. You know what I mean? Like,
so from that whole interview, I think you can probably figure out that Lacoste doesn't get the point. He totally doesn't seem to even understand what he's done wrong. I don't know if this guy's got bricks for brains or what is going on, if he's just completely denying doing anything to try and cover himself, if he's pretending to play dumb, that he doesn't understand what he's done, but it doesn't change anything. His silly excuse of, it was 2016, Keem, I didn't know that was bad. It was when you were 30 years old. How have you not figured that out at 30 years old of age, that messaging girls who are 15 is gross and also a crime? There's no excuse for that, whether the internet was involved or not. This is not how you handle talking to people in general. Oh, what? Because you had a YouTube channel now? Because you had internet fame now? You didn't understand this is how it works? Dude, your origins come from TV fame. You're telling me you didn't deal with any of it back then? Come on. Like, there's no excuse that covers him on this one or makes him not look as horrible as he is. His lack of understanding does not cover a lack of morals. So after viewers and fans and Keemstar went after Romeo, things started to get out of hand. Romeo didn't like it. He was getting bad press. He was being told that he was a sexual predator, a pedo, a disgusting person, and it was all true. So what does Romeo do to defend himself? Does he try and show receipts that get him out of the mess that he's put himself in? No. Does he try and make an apology and say he'll be a better person, sign offline, and get lots of therapy? No. Romeo decides to go after the lawsuit route by attacking everyone legally who posted anything about what he had done in the past. He threatens lawsuits on everyone, including Keemstar, but Keemstar does not back down. And whether you like Keemstar or not, doesn't matter. I will say I appreciate the fact that he left these videos up and did not take them down and took on the lawsuit against Romeo, and he came out the other side and won. Unlike Creepshow Art, who lies about legal things, Keemstar is pretty legit. Let's read what happened. Keemstar just revealed on Drama Alert that he has won the lawsuit filed against him by Romeo Lacoste, and he seems pretty excited about it. A few months ago, celebrity tattoo artist Romeo Lacoste sued Keemstar after he refused to take down a Drama Alert video that made some big accusations against him. Of course, I have to stick to saying accusations. Keemstar believed that the claims he made were true, so he wanted to keep the video viewable by everyone on the internet. As a result, Romeo sued Keemstar for a very big sum of money. But now it seems that Keemstar has won the lawsuit, as he took to his Drama Alert channel on YouTube to reveal everything. Let's look at that now.
A quick summary of what took place. The tattoo artist and YouTuber known as Romeo Lacoste, he basically tattoos for all the celebrities, all the major YouTubers, or well, he did until he got accused of having inappropriate activity with people underage. And listen, we ran that story right here on Drama Alert, and at one point we had Romeo on here for an interview where he basically admitted that, this communication did in fact happen between him and these minors. So then an entire year passes, and then there was another incident between Romeo and someone underage. We covered it right here on Drama Alert. And I got a cease and desist letter from Romeo demanding that I remove every single video talking about this. And I refused. But Romeo and his attorney didn't just demand that of me, they also demand this of other websites online to remove their articles, and some did. Inked Magazine completely deleted their article on the subject because they were worried about getting sued. I was not. Somebody had to speak up for freedom of speech. Somebody had to speak up for the other YouTubers, the commentary channels, journalists, and just normal people to be able to speak freely, have freedom of speech on this subject, and not be silenced. So I went to court with Romeo, and I got sued for $3.5 million. Now, thank God, I won the lawsuit. Romeo lost. But then I countersued Romeo for my attorney's fees, and I won that. The judge ordered Romeo to pay me $140,000, roughly, give or take. Now, quite frankly, that should have been the end of it, right? But it's not. Like, before I was a YouTuber, like over a decade ago, I worked in legal collections, and I tried to collect on judgments that went through the court and tried to collect this money that was owed to my clients. And it's a hassle. You have to garnish wages. I mean, it's a battle. And I didn't want this to just take longer than it needed to be. I wanted this done and over. So I agreed with Romeo to take a little bit less money. He ended up paying me $115,000 all at once, which is good. But I also needed something else in this settlement, something that is so important to me. I feel if content creators or YouTubers get exposed for this type of thing, and it's 100% proven that they should be stripped of being a creator, of being a YouTuber. This is a privilege. I needed something that sent a strong message to stop trying to silence the media that are doing fair coverage. Stop trying to silence other YouTubers that are giving you legit criticism. I needed something for myself and something for my fans that support me. Ladies and gentlemen, it all boils down to what's in this box. So without further ado, this is our trophy. This is our championship. This is ours. We won.
Well, now, guys, we've got to get into the rundown of the disturbing aspect of all of this. Romeo Lacoste was found to have done this, to have sent multiple nasty videos fully of himself nude and all other types of things I can't explain. As far as the messages are concerned, they're gross. They get into explicitly stating what he wants to do to these 14 and 15-year-old girls, sending tons of nudes to them, video of him pulling down his pants, and all kinds of other gross stuff that would pretty much get my video deleted off of YouTube if I went into it deeper. But here's the scariest part about all this. Romeo Lacoste got away with it. Romeo Lacoste he's still doing fine on YouTube, guys. His tattoo shop is still doing fine. A place where people have to come in and have their skin touched to be able to get the process done. This is so gross and so weird that this man, now at 32, 33 years old, still has full access to all these viewers and fans watching his show and a place that they can come to meet him. The way that this works is far scarier than some of the other stories I've talked about, because usually they would have to have come to the person's house, and what happens in the house they might not be able to video record or find out or They could at least show that they showed up to the person's house, and if the police followed the trail that a viewer or a fan went there, they could possibly press charges that a minor was at somebody's house, okay? But with Romeo Lacoste, his situation is a business where they could show up there, and if they're at least 18 years old, they could get in there into a room alone with him where he can touch. It's very gross. Like, there's actually a legal precedent that allows him to do this. Because in a way, I mean, he's set him up with the perfect situation. He could just say, oh, I was just doing a tattoo. I don't know what this person was talking about. And I know some people say, oh, well, you've got to be a legal adult to get a tattoo done. We just talked about two girls who have lied about their age to talk to him. And you're going to tell me no one's ever lied about their age to get a tattoo done? I mean, come on, man. I've got a ton of tattoos all over myself. I know how easy it is to lie about age to get tattoos. Plenty of my friends got tattoos at like 16 and 14 years old. This is scary to be able to get into one of these shops with this guy who has been found to be a predator and done horrible and disgusting things. And even if he's just simply changing social media platforms and exchanging messages, some of these messages are just damaging because he's sending disgusting videos, pictures, absurd sexual positions, and all kinds of weird things to girls who don't need this stuff in their life at this age. This is so weird and so gross. And he still has a massive platform too. His channel's still going pretty strong. He just suffered a $3.5 million lawsuit that he couldn't go through with and had to pay Keemstar some of this money. But that did nothing to him. That was like pennies out of his pocket because he's made a fortune off of this stuff in his shop. He's lost a few clients, sure, but otherwise he's blowing up still. He's the one who got away with it. And this is called a downfall video because usually they end up destitute or they lose their YouTube channel or they quit all social media. But with Romeo Lacoste, this is going to be one of the first ones I do where I don't feel like there's a deserved ending at the end. This guy is still going strong. And I guess the most recent thing I've seen is Gabby Hanna came out and yelled at him for all the stuff he had done in the past. And I guess she did it because maybe just recently she found out about it. And also he was a part of the whole fight between Gabby and Rice Gum, and he sort of somewhat defended Rice Gum because the situation was a bit blurry. But I hope at least someone like her with her giant following, she can let other younger girls who watch her channel know about how disgusting this guy is. Like, I really hope if there was something I could see, some good that would come from all of this, is that she does an expose on him because her channel's big enough to spread awareness. If Gabby Hanna happens to see this, which she will not, if you really want to do something great for the community again, make more awareness of how disgusting this guy is. Don't do it out of spite. Don't do it out of drama. Don't do it out of any kind of online fight. Do it to protect your fans. Do it to protect the viewers and subscribers who use YouTube. This is a dangerous guy, and he could ruin a lot more lives still, and he has the power and he has the platform to do it. If there's anything I could ask from you guys on this one, I don't think I need to stop and ask your opinion. I think you would all agree this dude's disgusting. But if you could just help spread the message, get either this video, I know Internet Jay's done one about this guy. I believe Jay Aubrey's done one about this guy. Any video you see someone has done about Romeo Lacoste, help spread that video. Help let people know what this guy's done because it goes far deeper than just this two girls, this 14 and 15-year-old. There's been other accounts, and where there's other accounts and multiple people reporting at the same time, that means there's a huge hidden trail of others that this guy's predated on and, ruin lives left and right, and is still getting away with it and still has the ability to do so. So anything you can do to spread the message about this guy, please, I beg you. We got to do more to protect people out there. YouTube's not knocking this guy off the platform, so if we can't get rid of him off the platform, then we need to warn people on the platform about Romeo Lacoste. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. My voice is still a little bit hoarse, as you can probably tell. I still got a bad cough. Like, I pretty much am 100% recovered from COVID. Oh, I just said the C word. I'm probably going to get my video demonetized now. But I'm finally over it, and I need to have a couple more days here stuck at home quarantined till the 11th. And but I still got like a very bad cough, and I have to keep taking breaks as I record because otherwise I go into a big coughing fit. So this is going to be 3 videos a week this week, and I'm giving myself a little bit of break in between to recover still and nurse my voice back. But I already saw with the Gin Kid video, it did amazing. So thank you so much. Like what a way to come back on Monday. Wow, feels great. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Thank you for spreading the word. And if there was ever a video I made where I would ask you and beg you to spread it, it's this one. Like, more people need to find out about this guy. I don't care about my own personal, gain in popularity or exposure out there. I just want people to know how dangerous this dude is. Until next time, I've been the Inksmith. Have a great rest of the day.